Good evening, loungers. Long time no see. Okay. I already know I haven't been on live in a long time, but I still might not be back. But this is a special episode. It is June. June is a big month for the Black people. So I'm here on this Monday night where we are talking about the BET Awards and the B2K versus Pretty Ricky versus June is Black Music Month. So I thought, why not end it with the live? Um, we have Juneteenth, Child Father's Days up in here, but it's a lot to do with music. Like Music Month, we have from the BET Awards to the Versus Child. It's just a lot going on, and so I thought that we should go live tonight. I have a guest coming on later to talk about the verses between B2K versus Pretty Ricky. If you watched my last live where we did actually Tank versus um Tyrese, I think that was my last live. We actually predicted that B2K and Pretty Ricky could go, against each other. Now I'm gonna keep my comments for later on, but since we predicted that, I said we gotta come back and we gotta talk about Pretty Ricky versus B2K. We got to talk about it. Okay, keep the verses up. So we're going to do that later. But first, we want to talk about the BET Awards. A lot going on. We're not going to really get into like the fashion and stuff. We're going to like kind of get into the music, talk about Drewski hosting, and we're going to talk about some of the wins who won BET Awards. And that's how we're going to navigate this live. Okay, so I hope y'all enjoy it. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe and become a lounger. Okay. So yeah, let's get into the events. So T.I. came out. I like my top laid back and my down low. He be riding something. And I said, okay, T.I. coming out, baby. King had to make an appearance show. He thought he was driving across the stage. Baby thought he was driving across the world. I said, okay, one thing King gonna do, show up for his daddy, period. All right. Why did Drewski come in on the freaking, I don't even know what they call, but like, why did he come in from the ceiling? I was like, this is so foolish. And then he was talking about people's net worth, and he had Stevie's net worth in Braille. I said, oh, Stevie be catching so much shade. Leave that man alone. He out in Ghana and chilling, okay? But I thought that was so funny. They had Tyler Perry's net worth and everything like that. I thought that was funny though. And then the choir, they were talking about Ray J and stuff like that. And then Olandria coming in, and he's like, get that. I think he was like, oh, he said little cutie or something like that. He said, like, baby, get that fine girl her seat or whatever. She's like, clock that tea, baby. And they said Alendria has been on next since last year. My girl is coming through the storm. Whoever won in Love Island this year, baby, y'all better be ready to go up against Alandria because she is slaying for the girls. Okay, so that is so funny to me. So I thought that was cool. Everybody's talking about like, oh, if Drewski should have host or he shouldn't have host. I think that is fine. I think that all comedians host the BET Awards. Like I think like it's a comedian thing. Um, I don't know how they pick them or how they didn't. There was like a couple of cringy things, like the could have been records was kind of cringy because I'm like, well, this is not a skit. But I think people was also saying the cussing and stuff like that. But I'm just like, everybody's critiquing, but y'all really not the BET Awards though. So I mean, people can have their opinions and everything like that. Like we're gonna have our opinions, but to be like, oh, he shouldn't, be doing that, and like, or he shouldn't be this, or we have to be. At the end of the day, baby, the BET Awards, they just up. He's hosting it, but the people who are really doing a lot of the people who are the icon award, like giving out the speeches and stuff like that. Like at the end of the day, I mean, I think the host is important, but honestly, I'm not really like that so pressed on who the host is because I'm trying to figure out who got the award. I'm looking at who's coming to present. Like sometimes sisters present. Oh, I think they presented last year. They should have had divorced sisters present this year. That would have been good. But like I'm looking at Nia Long and Jafar, Nia Long with that ponytail. Like I'm looking at the presenters. I'm really not caring too much about the host. Like some things he do, they're funny. Something last year it was, who was it last year? Oh, Kevin Hart. and it was like Kevin Hart kind of gave it over to Drewski, and they were talking about his cussing. I was like, I feel like Kevin Hart was cussing too, so I'm just like, I don't really know what y'all expect, but I did notice that like BET was doing a lot of digital stuff. Like I watched their pre-awards live on YouTube. I was like, whoa, there's like chat, 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 chat. I said, baby, is we streaming the BET Awards now? Like what? There's like in the chat, comment in the chat, comment in the chat. From the pre-awards to the BET Media House, to all these different things or whatever. So I was just like, it's interesting. Like they're getting bigger in the digital space and different things like that. So that's all I gotta say about that. I was just like, okay. Like people are like, oh, he can't command the room. Clearly he could command something, job, because he was in there, he was doing his thing. He made a couple of jokes. They were kind of funny. And I think that's, kind of what we have to say about that. I don't think it's really like so much, like, oh, he shouldn't do this because he can't do this. Like, I mean, unless y'all gonna be training somebody or whatever, then I don't know what to say to y'all, okay? Because baby, one whose job ain't changing is MC Light. She has been doing it forever, and I don't really know MC Light like that, but I do remember her voice, and it's the same voice. I didn't know who that voice was, but I thought somebody was saying that they did a lot of the different things, but I don't know what she voices, but MC Light was there. Like we seen her talking and like doing stuff with Van Van or whatever. So I think that's cool. Like she does the whole MC. She does it every year, baby. She is like June, what, the last Sunday in June, that's where I'm at. I love that the last Sunday in June is BET Awards, and then the next week is 4th of July. But I'm like, y'all, who made that up? Because the people trying to go to both of them. Where is the money and where is the time to just be taken off? It's like you gotta pick and choose. But I love that it's like a week after each other. It's like it gives like black excellence. Like we're going to the awards. We just got some awards, and now we're going to the Essence Festival, which is more music. Like so, I really like that too. So that's just my soapbox about that. But let's talk about if you think Leon Thomas should have won. Also, I do think BET should separate the awards. Male R&B and pop artists should be split. It should be male R&B artists, pop artists, and then it should be like rapper or like new best artist, because Jacquees is not on there. Honestly, I don't know if Jacquees didn't make any music. I think he did make music, but I was like, where Megan at? Oop, I think she has to make music. Glorilla, like Lotto, like the people are not on here. So for the nominees for best male was Brent Fayez, Bruno Mars, Bryson Tiller, Chris Brown, Duran, Giveon, October London, and Usher. And I was just like, that's really not fair. But Leon won, and all I know his song is Mud. But he has another song too. But I was just like, I feel like well, Chris Brown, I don't know if he's more pop now or if he's more R&B, or if Usher is more pop now. I feel like they kind of go back and forth. I don't know what type of music Duran is, and like I don't know if he's pop or R&B. And Gideon, I think he's more R&B. I do think Leon is more R&B, but I was just like, and then Bryson Tiller. No shade to Bryson Tiller. I'm like, Bryson Tiller one song. I mean, I just don't know. I don't know how they pick the people to be in the categories. I have no idea. But let me know if y'all think Leon Thomas should have won. Of course, I thought it was gonna be like Chris Brown or Usher or something like that, because they're just on a way with everything. But I don't know if they was in the building either, child. So there's that. Oh yeah, Kalani performed "Folded," and Jamie Foxx was there. Crazy, right? Oh, about Alicia Keys. So, and even this female R&B pop artist, as we all know, Kalani won. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, Folded, her song. I'm still confused about the song. But they had Ari Coco, Ella May, Jill, Mariah Scott, Olivia Dean. I didn't know she was black. But they did Lady Lady, but she has the most famous song like on TikTok. Man I Need. So I was like, how are we picking this stuff? Mariah the Scientist got Burning Blue, all the other songs, and then SZA and then Tim's. I was just like, okay, I don't know who picks these people, who picks these people in the category, but I definitely think like, best new song should have changed, or It should have just been split. To me, that's what I gotta say. And then Tiana Taylor won the Icon of the Year award. And I do. People are like, oh, like, people have questions like, what did she do? What did she do? Because I was confused. I was like, oh, Icon of the Year. Someone was talking about, they was like leaving behind. But I was like, okay. But if we don't watch those movies, I do remember she got something like in the Grammys. But I'm like, if we don't watch that content, if we don't watch that movie, we're not gonna know what she does. But she do be behind the scenes, like in her directing, in her videos, like and other, like she's really in her acting bag from Straw, from different places like that. But Straw was last year, but it's okay. But I'm like, if we don't know it, then it's like they be like, oh, research it. But I'm like, if people don't watch that content, they're not really going to know what it is. So, but shout out to her because baby, she was up there talking, crying. Janet was up there. I don't know what Janet had on. Janet couldn't read the monitor because her face. And everybody's like, protect Janet, protect Janet. I'm just like, Janet, okay. I was like, I couldn't even hear the girl. She's talking like this, like so quietly. Girl, Catherine 2.0, we cannot hear you. And meanwhile, why did Drewski drop a video inspired of the Jackson 5, Joe Jackson, during the BET Awards? A skit. I said, baby, that boy be working. And of course, it was probably scheduled, but like, he do not care. He's like, I gotta post another skit. He was like, all eyes on me. I'm posting a skit. Period. And the BET award, her award, I was, I think it was given by Young Miami. Now people are having, conversations about Young Miami with the song, but I was like, I think that she should have sung, like her song is like the hottest of the summer. Like, but I think she performed at a different stage. I'm like, what, girl? I didn't get the BET Girl Get Up. I didn't get that award. Like, Girl Get Up. Like, so I was like, what is the song? Like, I was like, what is the award? But Doechii and SZA won. Doechii looks so pretty though on there. I don't really know too much about Doechii, but I was like, oh, Doechii and SZA, they're on the same like record label. That's what I found out today. So I did not know with Kendrick Lamar and stuff like that. But um Doechii, I don't know what is the song? Oh, they don't have the song on here. But she won the Girl Get Up Awards, but I don't see it. They had Tasha Cobbs, I did not know that song. Jill Scott, Summer Walker, Go Girl. I was like, okay, Summer Walker, Go Girl. I thought that was good. And then Doja Cat, Gorgeous, and then Olivia Dean, Lady Lady. I'm like, y'all using the same people. The same people are the same songs. Like, I'm so confused. Like, what? I'm so confused. Y'all, this one took me for a loop. Album of the year. The nominees: Am I the Drama? Clearly, probably thought Cardi B was going to take it. Tyler the Creator, Wale. Now, I ain't listened to one song, but I know he has an album out. Mariah the Scientist, Leon Thomas, Mutt, The Fall Off J. Cole, Romantic, Bruno Mars, and y'all, Clips won. I never even heard of Clips, but I'm guessing I don't even I don't even know who Clips is. Oh, Drake's album came out too late. Mid skip. Um, what is his name? I don't know who he is. It's the Pusha T. Someone said I never heard nobody say play that new Pusha T. It's Pusha T and somebody. People were like, "Oh, it's a good album if you listen to it." I never even heard of Clips, so I'm like, "What?" I said, "Not even Cardi B, not Bruno Mars, like, well, like, what is really going on?" I was like, "Who is listening to Clips?" I swear, I never heard of the Clips album. Never heard of the Clips album. So I was like, I feel like Cardi B got robbed. She also performed. She did all right. I think I liked her other songs a little bit more, but she said I'm pretty and I'm petty. Hey, pretty. Then she said outside, but she had her Grammys or her BET Awards. I said Grammy show. She had her awards there with her on there. So I thought that was really funny. Um like that she brought him with her. So that is cool. But baby, I was like, oh, she got robbed. Nia Long was looking gorgeous as ever. Um, and then Drewski and Ray J was getting into it. And Ray J's like, "Why me?" They was like, "Insufficient funds." The choir had me on the floor. The choir had me on the floor. I thought that was funny. In the Legend Icon Award, I was living for all the songs. Nas and Doja Cat, Lizzo and Rhapsody. I love that one. Queen Latifah coming out and comment. I said, okay, baby, slay. And then Lauren Hill doing her own stuff. I said, okay, I know she was from New Jersey, but her like performing X Factor was so cool. I thought that that was really good, and she performed another song. Child. I was like, okay, baby. Um, at the beginning though, Drewski's like, if y'all 30 seconds, y'all the saxophone's going off. I said, baby, that's why they running and talking to booth. They can't even say too much because Drewski's like the saxophone. But it was like a 3 hour show. I was like, baby, if I live in LA, I'd be like, I am not going to work tomorrow. Or I'm already off tomorrow because this is the biggest night of the culture. The biggest night of the culture is what they like to say. Um, so yeah, I'm trying to see what else happened at the BET Awards. Baby, everybody was there. Clarissa Childs and Papoose. Rick Ross and his girl that can't have a no 9 to 5 bumped that. Um, I was mad because K1 or KWN she performed a song that didn't nobody know, child. And I was like, girl, you need to be performing Do What I Say, something else so people can get in the group. But then they was having people perform through the commercial act. Baby, it was done for. Like it was not even they were barely even performing. And Kalani performed, that was good. Hers like performance was good. Her outfit was cute. And she had like the background was really nice when she was performing. And let me see what else. Oh yeah, the red carpet and everything. That Bow Wow was gonna be Mr. Bow Wow 106. He did like a um a tiny desk live. That was really cool, like right before for the pre-show. And that was good. I'm trying to think who else came out. Oh, Leandra. I think that Leandra, she sung. Erica Campbell sang. They sang for something. I really forgot what they sang for. But that was good. Oh, they sung because it was a tribute. And she sung Richard Smallwood. And I was like, oh my gosh, she passed away. And just seeing all those people pass away, and then the producer that was literally like 34, like Tay Keith, like that was so sad. Like a Nashville legend, like that was so sad to see. So I like how they do incorporate that in there though. That's cool. And Bow Wow and his mama and his daughter always gonna show out. She loved her daddy, so that was cool. But all in all, the looks do be interesting, but we're not here for that, child. Mama D had to clear something up, and she said that Erica and Scrappy are not together; they just friends. So don't be coming in the comments talking too crazy before she check y'all, okay? But the BET Awards, they was baby, they were sponsored by Verizon, someone somewhere else. I was like, okay, Sprite, baby, they wasn't playing, so yes. I thought it was a good, thought it was a good night. I thought it was some funny things, thought it was some good performances. Um, I don't know. I'm just like, I wonder, like, Chris Brown ever going to perform at the BET Awards? I don't know. Don't give me the lion. And Kiki Palmer was over here like, why you hosting? I need to be hosting. That's what wrong beat. She was talking crazy. So I wonder if she's gonna host next year. We're gonna see if she's gonna be hosting this next year. She's not a comedian, but she's a actress, child, producer, interviewer, everything. She just did this interview with Sierra and Russell that I'm currently listening to, and that was getting some views. And Jennifer Lewis. So we're gonna see. She did an interview with Michelle Obama, like, so we're gonna see if she's gonna be up there next year for if she's gonna be hosting or whatever. So we shall see about that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about the BET Awards. Let me know what you thought about it. If you're like yay, or if you were like, mm, I didn't really like it. Let's just let me know your thoughts. So now we are going to head to the second part. And so I have my special guest with me. We're going to talk about the versus B2K and Pretty Ricky. And I just noticed I spelled that wrong in the title. So I'll be changing that. But welcome to the stage, Audrey.
Hey.
Clap, clap, clap in the comments. What's up, girl? My prediction
Hey.
co-host. Hey, how you doing? I always think of that meme when I hear that. Um, but yes, so what I should short story. Oh, long story short. That's what the
Yeah.
Melissa does. Long story short, somebody commented on the reel about us predicting about B2K and Pretty Ricky. Somebody commented on that, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's so crazy!" Like we were talking about who should go against each other or whatever, and then they came out. So I was like, "It's only right for us to come and talk about it and chat about it." Now I probably did forget what I said because it was a couple months ago. I think that's the last time I went live. But I was like, "Let's talk about it. Let the culture, everything people was chatting about it. I got to finally watch it. So let's just talk about how we enjoyed it, if it was good, if it was not good, and who won." Okay. So yes, we're gonna get into it.
Okay.
Yes. So versus was in LA. Let's talk about the crowd though. Do you feel like the crowd was more engaged than the last one that we seen?
So the last verses we watched was Tank and Tyrese. And
Mm-hmm.
I do think the crowd was a little bit more engaged in this than maybe, I don't know. I think there were points where the crowd was clearly engaged. And then,
Uh-huh.
Pretty Ricky brought people up on stage too.
Oh yeah. That was wild.
So
I
maybe that, I don't know. I feel like they don't do a good job of picking like, how do you let people know which verses are happening, and then how do you get people there? I need to understand what happens in the background because they've been on all these millennial tours
mm-hmm.
or millennium tours,
Yeah.
whatever they're.
You know that's what
They've been on
B2K
all these
stands for?
tours, huh?
Oh sorry. You know that's what B2K stands for?
It stands for what?
The new millennium.
Nope.
2000s.
2K. Okay.
2000. Yeah, I
I
honestly
never knew that.
found out last Friday. Because I was
You
like,
learn something new every day. I never knew that.
yeah, I was like, what does B2K stand? Like, well, I didn't say what does B2K stand. I was really trying to figure out how B2K started. And then
Yeah.
I looked it up and it said that. Because I was like, how did Pretty Ricky start? I'm like, how did Pretty Ricky get their name? I forgot. Well, no, I do know. They got it off of a Martin show, honestly.
Oh, really?
Character. Yeah, a character.
So I feel like this is what I heard when I was growing up. So this is
Okay.
like only a rumor that I remember hearing, like when I was a kid,
Okay.
is that they were all brothers except for one. One was a cousin.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I heard. So they're all brothers. One was a cousin, and their daddy's name was Ricky, and that's how they became Pretty Ricky. Now this is probably a lie. This is probably not the truth at all. But that's what I feel like the rumor was when I was growing up about how Pretty Ricky, something like that. It's like how Pretty Ricky got their name.
Okay, well, you're not all the way off. I don't know about the
Okay.
daddy being Ricky because I didn't see nothing in the Wikipedia, which is a lie. But Slickum, like it's two brothers and a cousin. It is.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it is. Now, which one is the cousin? That's why I was confused. I think Slickum is the brother.
Yeah.
Slickum is the brother or the cousin. One of them. That's why I was confused. Pleasure P. Pleasure P.
I thought he was the cousin for some reason.
Oh, really?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
I looked it up. And because I honestly didn't really know what they even look like, to be quite honest. So I was just like, that's why I was asking you on the group chat, like, who was missing? Because I didn't know. Because I was like, what?
Slickum was missing.
So I know they're from Miami. That's what it.
Yes.
No, Slickum is the cousin. The brothers are
Slickum's
Baby
the cousin.
Blue and Spectacular.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Pleasure P. Mathis, he's an unrelated member, and I can see that he's unrelated.
Got it. Okay, that's probably why I thought he was a cousin.
Yeah, he's not. Pleasure P is on his own. As you see, he was doing his own stuff on the side. But they're from Miami, and so I mean, I didn't know that until I watched it because they was like, "Oh, bring him out," and I was like, "Bring him out." I was like, "Trick Daddy bringing him out?" What? So I had to do my research because I'm like, "Why Trick Daddy bring him out?" And I was like, "Oh, Trick Daddy rep Miami Dade to the depth of him. I mean, I just found out Trina's real name was Katrina, so don't get me on here asking
Katrina Taylor Boo
about it. And then they had somebody bringing out B2K, and I was like, who? I forgot. Well, Affion, he's a comedian, so I didn't understand that. Affion,
was he in Stomp the what was it? It wasn't Stomp the Yard.
He's a comedian.
What was that movie?
You Got Served.
I know that he's a comedian. You Got Served. That's what I was trying to figure out. If
he was in that one, Affion was?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Neither do I. But yeah, it says the name Pretty Ricky was taken from a character in the sitcom Martin. That's what they said. That's all I know. I just know Baby Blue ain't have no unprotected sex. Is on the show Love and Hip Hop. And then I had to think about it. I was like, when Pretty Ricky was out, I definitely knew Grind on Me. I definitely on the Hotline. I honestly didn't know one of the B2K songs that they sung.
See, that was my issue too, because I was like, so I looked up the the track list in order. Because honestly, B2K was so irrelevant during the entire thing that I was not worried about any songs they played. So I forgot what order they played their songs in. So I know Girlfriend. Actually, I feel like I knew these songs, like Bada Bing, Bada Boom. I do know that song, but I was unimpressed by them all. Like I feel like maybe I liked them a lot more as a kid than I do as an adult right now. Like it did not hit the way I thought. It wasn't even as nostalgic as I thought it was going to be, like hearing them perform.
They actually perform better in concert. Like those songs, I didn't know that. But then they made a really good point. But that's why I was asking B2K, or that's why I was researching, because B2K came out before Pretty Ricky. So really, Pretty Ricky.
And that's why at the end, I don't know which one of them said it, but Pretty Ricky said there is no Pretty Ricky without B2K. Like almost paying respect to the fact that B2K was out before then.
Oh, okay. And Omarion was a random person to Fizz, J Boog, and Raz B, because they were Omarion wasn't in there, but so I don't know how he met them, but yeah, it was Lil Fizz, J Boog, but when they said 1998, I said, oh, okay, baby. That's why I didn't know them. But they were saying that they have more like deals and stuff like that. But they was like Pretty Ricky.
They were more popular for sure.
But Pretty Ricky was more like culture popular.
Yes.
But B2K was more like Billboard and stuff like that.
Right.
But I also consider that because Pretty Ricky songs are very much very much.
Pretty Ricky is a lot. It's a lot for people.
Yes.
Yeah. I
thought about that too.
I understand why B2K have more like pop.
B2K is more like pop music. We don't even know what they're talking.
It was lovey-dovey, like, puppy love type songs. So that makes sense. Yeah.
Pretty Ricky was like, we're in the bedroom tonight.
Pretty Ricky is for grown people for sure. And I don't know why as kids we was listening.
And they're playing it on BET. I honestly didn't know. Of course, I went to Little Rock for Juneteenth. Carrie Hilson was there. I'm like, I want to see Carrie Hilson, whatever. I did not know how sexual her songs was either until she performed them. Like, because I don't listen to Carrie Hilson every day, but I listened to her growing up. But I know Pretty Girl Rock. That's like the last song. I was like in freshman year or whatever. But I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know like all her songs was like so sexual until she's like performing them.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, okay, I see. Very interesting. But so the group was for J Boog and Raz B DeMario. And Lil Fizz name is Drew Pierre Frederic.
Okay, Fizz.
Yes, and so the Boys of the New Millennium is what is the Y2K era. Reference.
Okay, that makes sense. I never knew that that's what B2K stood for.
I never thought to ask either.
I don't think I've ever thought about what B2K stood for.
Yeah, and this is when I found out about them because they had Bum 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 with P. Diddy, but we're gonna leave him
Baby,
to the left.
turn around.
Let me
that sexy body go
bum bum bum. So that's what I knew. So, but then when they started, I said Pretty Ricky won because I don't know one song. I don't know
Pretty
one.
Ricky won on multiple. Yeah.
They started out with Grind With Me. I said it's over.
You're done. You're
like,
cooked, as the kids would say.
The first episode. The first song.
Yeah.
you started with Grind With Me. Like, where are we going from there? Like, there's nowhere else to go. But they kept on going up.
And I forgot. So this is the thing. It's like, okay, I'm like, okay, cool, I'm here for it. Pretty Ricky starts with Ground With Me, and I'm like, oh, they're out the gate with Ground With Me. Okay, so what else are they gonna play, right? Forgetting how many hits Pretty Ricky actually had. And so then it's Ground With Me, and then Your Body. I said, oh no,
nobody.
After that, I'm like, actually, there's nothing else that B2K could play outside of Bump 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 that I care about. Like,
it's not outside of Bump Bump Bump.
There's no other songs that can play.
They can play Bump Bump Bump.
Yeah, they did. It was one of the last songs.
It was in, baby, because Omarion was trying to play Icebox, and they said, "Is this Omarion or is this?"
So yeah, literally, and that's what I said. Now, what should have happened? What I would have went for is if they would have done, Omarion did Omarion versus Mario, so there was that.
He did.
But I think there could have also been a really interesting Omarion versus Pleasure P. Now that I feel like would have been way more interesting than B2K versus Pretty Ricky. Now that I've seen it, hindsight's everything. But now that I've seen it,
but I only know Boyfriend Number 2 on Pleasure P. They said that's what they would have played.
Did you wrong? Boyfriend Number 2 under. Pleasure P has some more songs too. Yeah.
I don't know if he would be going. I don't know if it's good to go.
Maybe they did like half and half. Maybe if they did half with the group and then the last half just them, because they kind of did. You know what I'm saying? But more of just them. More of just Pleasure P.
When Mariana asked where Slickin was at, they said they should have played Boyfriend Number 2 because of things. I said, "Oh, that is real."
Yeah, like keep it cute on Mariana.
I know, but I was honestly like, where is Slickin at too? I didn't know nothing about him, so I'm like, y'all.
Well, I didn't know. I forgot. I think I'd heard something about one of them having a lot of like struggles, but honestly, I thought it was Spectacular for some reason.
Because Spectacular has legal issues.
Okay, so I thought the same person had legal issues, having personal issues.
Oh,
so that's why I thought it was Spectacular.
Was over there doing all that fraud and stuff like that. So
that's why he be gyrating like that. He's trying to distract from the fraud.
Yeah, that girl made me mad though, because she was laughing. Girl, this ain't time to laugh.
Laughing matter.
You see that other girl? She was in. I said yes. Serious. She was killing it. Then they brought some other girl. I said, baby, they got everybody up here. And the girl that was singing, I said, y'all played her. B2K was like, what's going on? She was like, I forgot what song she was singing, but I'm like, yes, girl, give us some. That girl's like, girl, it's not funny. It's not funny, girl.
You over here weak, and we're trying to watch a show. So
like,
get serious.
You see he got her down real quick. I was weak.
He did.
Oh, yeah, it was What a Girl Wants B2K. I'm trying to find the list for I don't know why it's not letting me play it, but I'm trying to find the list of the songs.
Yeah, I have a list of the songs.
Oh, you do? What came after Grind With Me?
So it was Girlfriend versus Grind With Me first round. Versus Your Body is second round. My Body.
Yes, I was like, they won.
They won. If you came out with Grind With Me, and I'm thinking Grind With Me is gonna be one of the later songs. You came out with Grind With Me. You hit him up with Your Body. So, and everybody's like, oh, okay, yeah, I forgot about this song. Because that's what I was like, oh, okay, I do like this song.
Oh,
and then Juicy. So then the next one was Gots to Be and Juicy.
Yeah.
Juicy?
You're done.
What?
But I would say, though, that's why I was asking the crowd, like, they were singing them B2K songs. The crowd was singing.
Why?
Yeah, the crowd.
Maybe
I was like,
in California. Maybe B2K had more of a hold. Yeah.
And that could be, we need to move it to Miami.
If you would have done it in the South somewhere,
there would have been.
People would have been singing. Now, people probably would have still sung some B2K songs because B2K was popular.
That is
true. But Pretty Ricky would have been screamed.
Yes, and that's why I thought that they got older people this time, because last time them people didn't know them taking Tyrese songs when they was like
but that's why I was saying I need to understand how y'all let people know and then choose who's going to come to this thing, because even at the Tyrese and Tank, people was acting like they didn't know the damn songs. What is happening?
Scrappy was there. I was like,
Scrappy was there.
Scrappy was there. I was like, so did y'all
I didn't see Scrappy
for the was y'all there for the BT Wars? I was like, how did y'all figure out?
Or maybe they said maybe they had a tour or something, like a
I was like, that's interesting that Scrappy was there. And I was like, look at me thinking, I said, who could Scrappy go against? because they was coming for him. Because Scrappy even said that Pretty Ricky won.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, Scrappy should go against Young Jock.
I feel like that's objective at this point. That Pretty Ricky won. It wasn't like, I feel like even with the Tank and Tyrese, like I think Tank won the Tank and Tyrese, but I feel like people could debate it, and I would hear it.
Close, yeah.
Yeah. I could hear that because they both sounded great. They both had great songs. You know, like they both did a good job. Tyrese was singing Tank songs though.
B2K looked good.
B2K did look good.
They did look good, and they
had the better wardrobe.
Yes, sure. The wardrobe was clean. The colors were so clean. Pretty Ricky, I said, why y'all coming down this red?
The red was crazy.
The red. I said, y'all know how it's in y'all in California.
I love Pretty Ricky, and I think that they won hands down. The outfits, I could have done without the outfit.
Yeah, they didn't win the outfits. I was like, what?
They did not win on the wardrobe. B2K definitely had them there.
They definitely had them there. I was like, what is y'all doing?
That's hilarious though.
Yes, but the music was good. But then every time sing it acapella. Someone's like, why do you want us to keep singing acapella?
Because he's playing off of when Omarion and Mario had their verses. And Omarion, he sounded way better at his verses. I'll give him that for sure. He sounded better at the verses with Pretty Ricky than he did with Mario. He was sounding a little crazy when he was.
They were telling him to sing it a cappella.
Yeah, they were telling Marion, and then they were trying to get Fizz to come and say something.
Yes,
and which I never knew if Fizz could actually rap or sing. I didn't know which one he actually could do, or was he just like the cute light skinned one? Like I don't ever know.
Mm-hmm. And I was like,
actual talent was.
I didn't know what was going on, child.
Yeah.
But, I was like, I seen something. I was like, did Raspy practice, child? They was dancing or something.
They were dancing. And I think Raspy likes to dance because I was like, let him dance. I don't know if it was J Boog that were saying let him dance or they were saying that to Raspy. They're like, he wants to dance, let him dance.
And then they kept saying, we got a song. We are not worried about that song. It's 2026.
That was the worst decision that they made, I feel like, the entire night.
We have a song coming out.
To launch a song in a verses that you lose is crazy work. I definitely don't want to hear that song.
Don't want to hear the song.
If you would have just released it on iTunes after y'all's tour or something, maybe I would have gave it a gander. Maybe I would have listened to it. You playing it in the verses that you're losing, I already don't want to hear from you anymore.
I already don't know these songs. What makes you think I'm gonna know the other song? What makes you think I'm gonna want to listen to the other song?
I don't want to hear anything else from you.
There was another song though. So Grind With Me, Your Body. Oh, yeah. Hotline.
So Hotline was one of the last ones. It was Shorty Be Mine was next. So
Shorty Would You Be Mine?
Yeah, that was the next song. And that was versus What a Girl Wants. And then Sleepin', I don't even know that. I don't know that B2K song. I don't know Sleepin'. Versus Playhouse. Now Playhouse.
We can play house. I was like, yo.
Yeah. I said, it's done. At this point, Pretty Ricky come here and say nothing else. And
do they say lay you on the couch and hunch?
Baby, just hush. I'm going to eat your body out like lunch.
Yeah. I never knew they said we can.
Yeah, that's what they said. That's what they was a god on that music.
I thought they were saying hush. And
they said hush the next line.
I did not know they were saying hunch until I heard them singing it just now. I was like,
no business listening to it.
I was like, baby, this song is too freaked out.
Somebody else was freaked out.
You said what? Now
I said Pretty Ricky as a group was freaked out.
It really was, but I'm like, how old was these boys singing all these songs?
That's a great question.
I don't know if they was grown or not. Like we're young, so we were young when it came out. They came out like 5th grade. I don't know why.
Yeah, and I used to go to this community center called the Girls Club, in where I'm from, and literally we would be listening to it on like they had like a little, what do you call this, big CD players. I can't think of what they're called. Not a boombox, but like the big stereos, And they used to play it on the stereos while we was in the gym, and there was even a dance to Your Body that everybody did.
What?
Yes, like we had made Sorry, somebody in my house is yelling. Oh, we had made up a dance to Your Body, literally. Like
Like
we
it's
used to listen to Pretty Ricky. Like,
your body on my body.
yeah,
That's it's your body on
yeah.
my body. Okay, okay.
No, it's burning up. That's what it says.
Oh,
Your
it's
body.
uh-huh.
Yeah,
On my body is burning up. That's how it goes.
my body,
Uh-huh.
your
On your
body, your
okay.
body, my body is burning up. I think
Burning
so.
up. Oh, okay, 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 okay. I remember when I hear it, but I was like, that's crazy Pretty Ricky music. So Playhouse was next, and I still have not
Yes.
known one song from B2K.
And so then next is the Bada Boom. I want to see the thing Bada Bing, Bada Boom. That was the next song from B2K. The next
Oh,
song from
another
Pretty
song.
Ricky was Love Like Honey. Like, we're
You're
done. It's
them like
done. It's
honey. They
done.
played that. I said, yeah. They blocked.
Yeah, I'm sorry, baby. That's
You're
it.
like
You,
all
like I
number
said, when they
one.
did it Playhouse, it was done for me. I don't care what
Yeah.
B2K gets up here and does anymore.
Your love like honey is
Come on,
crazy.
man.
Sticky and soft or sticky and slow. I forgot. Sticky.
Yeah, at some point it comes to all of these words. Yeah.
Yeah. And let you know I wanna and but I forgot how it goes. Oh no, let's play house. Child, all these it's just crazy. I'm like, who wrote these songs? I need to know who wrote these songs. Who wrote
I
Pretty
think
Ricky?
that they said they wrote either I think Hotline they said they wrote
Oh, they did?
one of them songs. Either Hotline or Gone With Me. One of the songs they said on the verses that they wrote it.
Oh,
Like
I'm about
because
to,
that's what it was like, we got it out the mud, we got it out the
yes,
mud.
I did say we got out the mud. They was like, we got out the mud. We got they was like BTK was like, y'all didn't get out the mud or something like that. I forgot. I didn't remember. They was like, we got out the mud. We got that BTK was like, y'all didn't get out the mud. I said, why they say they got out the mud? Who I'm about to ask who wrote Pretty Ricky songs? Let's see what chat tells me.
I know one of Pleasure P songs was written by Tank because he performed it at the Tank and Tyrese. I think it was Under. It was either Under
Yeah.
or one of them songs. But Under is one of my favorite songs ever.
Oh, it is.
I love Under.
Shout out to Static Major. You know he passed away in his
Yeah.
30s. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
His,
Yeah.
his wife is
I
still.
remember him when he died.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm
Yeah,
not.
it wasn't that. It was like in our lifetime. It was
Yeah.
not.
It was like 2000.
I remember it was a whole thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so
And it's
sad.
from Louisville.
Yeah, no, I know. That's what I'm saying. That. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were like shouting him out. No, I
2008.
knew. Huh?
He died in 2008.
I almost said 2009. I
Yeah.
didn't know Static Major though. I didn't live here then that time.
I mean, I didn't know him personally, of course, but
No,
I knew who he was and that he was from Kentucky
yeah,
and
no,
that
that's what I'm
it was a
saying.
big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't live in Kentucky, but I could see like
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. I can see being in Kentucky how it is. So that's why I don't know him. But I know like they have a mural or whatever. But they kept saying like shout out
Yeah.
to Major shout. And I was like, oh dang, what happened to him? And he passed away because of his wife said medical negligence. I was like, I wonder if she talked about this.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, because he died
he was
what,
having something
before Lollipop or yeah, I think he or died after they finished Lollipop and maybe like it got popular after he had passed away, something like that, like Lollipop with Lil Wayne.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it says that Pleasure P, Baby Blue, well, it says all of them. Pleasure P, Baby Blue, Spectacular, and Slickum co-wrote their tracks because they were a
Yeah.
hybrid rap and because I was like, they was rapping and then they was singing. I was like, okay. Baby Blue, Spectacular, and Slickum typically pen their own individual verses, while Pleasure P contributed heavily to the vocal melodies. Okay, baby. Yeah. It says but Static Major and Jim Johnson, they produced it. Like they were the producers. Yeah, and they was just like, yeah, oh, you have Static Major, Lil Wayne's famous for writing Aaliyah's biggest hit and Lil Wayne's Lollipop, and was behind Pretty Ricky's music. He co-wrote and produced major tracks for them on the Hotline.
And that might also be why, because even as I was watching stuff like on Facebook and social media from people from Kentucky, I was like, everybody was like so pro Pretty Ricky. And that might also be why we have more of an affinity for Pretty Ricky, is because if Static Major's from Kentucky and maybe he had pull with radio stations and stuff, and so that's why we was all listening, to it. So it might have a real big like regional impact.
Oh yeah, that's true. Because if the producer's from Louisville, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, play more.
Yeah,
Like
play this on the radio. Yeah,
even like Bryson Tiller, I can see that.
right.
Well, Jim Johnson said he helped co-write. Oh, he's the Miami producer and co-write their breakout debut album Blue Stars, and it was grinding
Blue
with
Stars is that album actually.
yeah. Blue
If
Stars.
I ever get a record player, I'm gonna get that album, like the record, if there is one. I don't know if there is one or not, but
Blue
if I buy one,
Stars.
I'll get it.
Oh yes, that was their first album. I don't have any albums, but that is crazy. That was crazy. So okay, after that one, what was the next song?
After what we just talked about, Love
Uh-huh.
Like Honey. So then, Why I Love You by B2K versus Love Like Honey. Like, sorry. Nothing But a Number was the next song.
It ain't nothing but a number. I don't like that song actually.
Nothing but a number.
You say it's because of my age, girl. Because then it makes me think. It makes me think of AJ number with.
Mm-hmm.
And I said this song didn't age well because isn't R. Kelly in there? Isn't R. Kelly's they R. Kelly? I said this song does not age well.
But also R. Kelly wrote for a lot of R&B artists and was a part of a lot of their careers. That's why when R. Kelly was being like canceled originally, people were like, well, how deep y'all want to go? Because he wrote for B2K too, I think. So he's influential throughout a lot of people's music, which makes canceling R. Kelly like super difficult. Like you really can't do it, you know, because you can stop listening to it. You can like I don't listen to R. Kelly's music. I don't want to hear nothing that R. Kelly is singing on, but I don't know the depths to what he wrote for other people.
Yeah,
if I'm still, you know, like contributing to him by listening to Pretty Ricky or by listening to B2K or by listening to Aaliyah's music, you know, like there's also all these places where he was influential.
Yeah,
that might not even directly have his name on it, you know.
Yeah, that's the hard part about it too. Yeah, I'm like,
but I'm not listening to anything that says by R. Kelly featuring R. Kelly.
Well,
you know,
like R. Kelly, but I like his music. But yeah,
I can't listen to it without thinking about what he did, so I just can't listen to it.
Oh yeah, but to the point I was like, that song didn't age well, but we didn't know. No. And I was gonna say, like, we can't really put it on the artist because I mean maybe they did, I don't know. But they probably didn't know what he was doing.
They were also kids.
Like, yeah, they were also like, they were young. So it's like I can't be like, oh, I'm not gonna listen to Pretty Ricky because R. Kelly wrote his music. Well, I even know R. Kelly. I know what R. Kelly was doing back then, and they probably didn't either. It's different if like somebody makes a song now with R. Kelly, like
100%.
But okay, yeah, that AJ Nothing But a Number. I do remember that song. And who did it go? What was it? B2K had?
Why I Love You.
I mean, they are at this point. I don't know one song. I'll have to go back.
I knew Girlfriend. I knew Guys to Be. I knew What a Girl Wants. I knew Bada Boom. And I knew the only other song I think I knew was Bum Bum Bum. And then Omarion songs.
I only knew Bum Bum Bum. And then Omarion was trying to sing songs. He was like, that I was with the pleasure. He was like, oh, was that song? He was like, yeah. He said, okay.
Yeah. I'm actually glad that Pleasure P did that because if you're not following the rules, we're not gonna act like I didn't have a solo career too. You know what I'm saying? Like I came up here to do the group thing because that's what we were supposed to be doing. If you're gonna go and do your solo things,
I was so weak. Then Omarion was like, well, I did it a little bit. I just like
it's supposed to be like, why are we even singing that close into now? You know?
Yeah.
Quit ending it was supposed to be.
But that was crazy. He was like, why he sung it up? But also that's why I was like, B2K didn't have enough songs. That's what we're gonna say. They said that. Pretty Ricky said y'all don't have enough songs because if Omarion already did his thing against Mario, why are we playing his songs?
Why are we playing Omarion? And which I will never turn down Omarion. I like Omarion songs by himself. So I love hearing I love hearing Ice Spot. Like he could really do a full thing and I would listen to it. So I'm not mad to hear the songs, but also that wasn't the purpose.
Yeah, it wasn't. They didn't have no more. I said they don't have no more songs.
They're done. And then like Fizz it looked like he wasn't even really there. So it was given like Fizz and J Boog were kind of just showed up. It was given like the people who were trying to perform off and on would have been Marion and Raspy.
Oh yeah, but I'm like, aren't they on tour? I'm so confused. Are they still on tour right now?
I think they're all on tour together, right? With Pretty Ricky.
Oh, that's what I was confusing because they was like throwing. They was like, oh no, we brothers, we okay. But I was like, what? They're probably tired. That's what I was thinking. They're probably tired because why are we doing this tour? So then I was like, did they have a performance in LA? Like, what made them do it now? Like, I don't know what made them do the verses like last week. But I don't know. Yeah, J Book wasn't really talking, but they was like, let's focus on the music. Let's focus on the music. Little Fizz, he said like one thing. I forgot what he said. He said one thing like, oh no, we're not doing that or something like that. He's like, oh no, we're not doing that. Get to the music, whatever. So I don't know, but I did not know one song.
Because they kept trying to get Fizz to turn his mic on, essentially. They were saying like Fizz didn't even have his mic on.
And then he started singing. So I was like, can Fizz sing? Can J Book sing?
I don't know.
I do know, but I'm like, what is going on? And I'm like, they're still a group. They're cool. Mm-hmm. Oh, and then on Marion talking about my son loved this song. Why are you bringing out Little Omega?
You know, I thought about that too, and I said, why is your kids at a Pretty Ricky concert?
Why? This is for 18 and older. Why is he there?
Like, I understand y'all's songs because they are kind of childish. Like, okay, they'll be fine. But Pretty Ricky, like in this day and age, I would not let my kids listen to Pretty Ricky.
And I was like, I was like, honestly, where's April at? Because he has been with the son has been with Omarion 24/7.
Well, you know,
he's bringing him out on stage.
We love go single dads.
I was like, what are we doing? He's like, this is my son's favorite song. We don't care.
We don't. That's so sad, and I love that for you and your baby, but I don't. Yeah, I do not.
We don't care that that's his favorite song. What is the song? Honestly, where's Marcus Houston? Don't Marcus Houston got songs?
Yeah, but he wasn't a part of B2K. He was a part of what was that group called?
A different group.
Yeah, and if I wasn't trying to figure it out, I would know.
Well, I wouldn't know, and
it was 3 of them. Hold on.
All the boy groups are they was breaking up. I'm like, it's Pretty Ricky don't put out no more new music, and that's
IMX.
Huh?
IMX.
But isn't Marcus Houston and Omarion cousins?
Immature IMX, huh?
Isn't Marcus Houston and Omarion?
That's what I heard. I thought they were actually.
I'm like, that's what I heard too. Actually, he's a Leo. Oh no, actually, it says J Boog is his cousin.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah,
they kind of look alike.
Oh, IMX was Marcus Houston and Jerome Romeo. Oh, managed by record producer Chris Stokes.
Yeah, they all had that weird relationship with Chris Stokes.
Where's he at now? Because he is getting torn.
Somewhere defending himself from being called a predator.
Yes, B2K members allegedly have happened. Yeah. Oh, I wonder. But Marcus Houston's never said anything. I don't know. I don't follow it up.
Well, because I think let me not say that.
Well, Marcus Houston is the one that's married to the child, right?
Well, she's an adult now, but yeah.
But she's like a baby, so we just
don't leave. It was like rumored that when they started dating, she was 17.
Yes. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Right.
Maya. Yes. 19. She was born. Oh no, his was not. Yeah, he's 44. Never. We just gonna leave that one alone. Okay. So they're cousins. Oh, what is it said? His mom died in 1997. Marcus Houston's. His mom died. Huh?
How did she die?
From lymphoma. I heard about that before. But yeah. I've heard of lymphoma. Oh, it's lymph node, blood and lymph tumors. I've heard of lymphoma, but I didn't know it was real. I guess it is.
Like, how did you didn't know it was real?
I didn't know. Like, I hear lymphoma.
How do you think you heard about it? You didn't know.
Well, you know how stuff be like, oh, if you take this, this could be caused like, it's like it's like the side effects. This could cause like lymphoma. Yeah. I'm like, what is I don't know what lymphoma is. So
the word, yeah,
the word. So I didn't know that it was, but that's so sad because he was born in 1981. That's why I was saying that, and so she passed away when he was 16. So I was like, oh, that's sad. like
That
because
is sad.
he was still in school or he was under 18. So we
Well,
don't know.
Marcus Houston is like loved because he was Roger too.
He is loved because he is Roger.
Right.
Yes, that's why he is loved,
No,
and that's why.
no.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, oh, that's when I heard that he was cousins with Omarion. That's when I heard that was
Yeah, I
cousins.
thought they were the ones that were related, not him.
Yeah,
and
but also, right,
right.
it's black people, so it could be like, oh, that's his cousin, Jay Bug,
Everybody
like
your cousin. Yeah.
everybody's your cousin. So I could see that too, because they're all probably like around the same age. Oh, his dad's name is Michael Houston, but I don't know.
Know anything about his dad.
Winnie Houston? Yeah, I don't know if his dad is still alive, or I don't know if his dad was in his life or not. But yeah, they say he's a Jehovah's Witness, and we're just gonna leave it off.
Well, amen. Yeah,
we're gonna leave that one right there. Let's get back to the B2K. Oh, I typed in J Bug, and that is not the J Bug that I was for. How do you? Isn't his name J Bug?
Yeah.
This is B2K. Yeah, this is a different one. Oh, J Bug is 40. That's what I was trying to figure out.
I didn't. Oh, I guess that makes sense if that's how they are.
Marcus Houston is 44. Oh, Compton. J Bug got 5 kids.
Eesh.
Yo, I did not know that. 3 daughters and 2 sons. What? Oh, he was in the movie You Got Served. Is that what you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, they all were.
Oh, Mario. Oh, Memphis was in it too?
I think all of them were in You Got Served.
Oh,
you might want to fact check that, but I do think they were all.
I definitely think Omarion was in it. And I feel like that is kind of how I got introduced to Omarion.
Because that's why he wasn't. That's why they kept saying, even when Omarion did the verses with Mario and this one too, they was not doing it for Lil Fizz. I mean, not Lil Fizz. Sorry, Lil Saint.
Yes. Okay, I do remember that.
Yes, all of them were in You Got Served.
Oh, okay.
That was Marcus Houston and Orion.
Orion was there. Like when they said thanks for Orion, that's who that B2K should have went against the Yin Yang Twins. Yin Yang Twins.
No, they shouldn't have.
Yin Yang Twins should have went against Pretty Ricky.
BTA. Yeah, I was thinking
Run with me, and then we go to the wall, to the like
for real.
That would have been a turn. I was like, it gives a little nostalgia. That would have been turned. And then Chingy, I was like Bobby Valentino against Pleasure P. Yeah, Bobby Valentino.
Didn't they already do Bobby Valentino?
Did he do it with somebody?
I think
he did. But he has like when I get up on
Mrs. Officer.
And he has another song too. Maybe Bobby Valentino did do it already. I don't know who's gonna do Chingy. They're all around the same age. Bobby, he's from Mississippi.
Bobby Valentino is.
Well, no, he's he was born.
Oh, Ray J.
No, thank you. That I didn't watch that.
No, it says no, that wasn't right.
Oh.
Bobby Valentino was a part of a versus battle against Ray J, I think. Yes, Bobby V and Ray J.
And that one was a hot mess.
Yeah.
I think I remember it was a hot mess.
People need to be not currently on substances when they do these things. You know what I'm saying?
And
yeah, they need to be able to actually perform.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Because wasn't Bow Wow mad at Ray J because he was acting up on stage, and Bow Wow was like, "Hey, like I'm actually a performer, and so like I need you to get it together."
Bow Wow hasn't did a versus, has he?
Bow Wow has not done a versus. No, but who would he go against? Because that's what we were talking about at the end of the clip. Last time.
I said Little
Bow Wow even
Little Romeo. Yeah, just found out. Well, see what Bow Wow needs.
You told me though in the clip, you said no, not Little Romeo's.
No, I said no. Doesn't have a long Bow Wow could have went against B2K,
and he would have smoked him,
and that's fine.
I don't know who would have went against B2K, and they would have actually had a fair shot. Like I think I was saying in that other clip, like B5 and B2K had similar types of music. Like very much puppy love type music, but I don't think B5 had enough songs
That's what I'm
that were
saying. Somebody
popular enough.
commented. They said mindless behavior. I was on the floor.
Somebody said the boys in motion. I said Corey and the boys.
Oh, Corey and the boys. Yeah, it's just I was like, I don't know B2K songs enough, so I don't really know who to put them out there. But it's also said like all these boy bands. But I'm like, Pretty Ricky should come out. Pretty Ricky should have been like, oh, we have.
They should have dropped a new
song tonight. And I think about like, I know that they don't get paid to do verses, right? I don't think so. So I'm like, what's the entice? I mean, I guess the like thing is to be like, oh, I won, right? But I'm like, what's the like? What do they get from?
Well, people go back and they stream your songs and they play your. You know, you get same reason why people don't get paid for the Super Bowl, right? But they do the Super Bowl because it brings them all this attention.
But Pretty Ricky, yeah. But that's what I was saying. Like, it's different.
But people go back and they play the whole Blue Star album because that's what I've been doing.
Are you by? Yeah. But I was just like, they really didn't say like, hey, we on tour. That's why I was wondering like, oh, we're gonna be in LA tomorrow. Like, hey, we doing like, so that's why I was just like, I don't know what the besides.
Or it might be leading up to something else they're doing for the Millennium Tour.
I was like, I don't know if they like want bragging rights, but even Tank and like Tyrese, like I guess they might live in LA. I'm not for sure, but I was like, do you just want to do it for bragging rights? Like, oh, I won.
Yeah, and I think it's exposure too, and then you get people to restream shit. And if you have something coming out, then you got this whole, people are reinvigorated around what you used to do, and they might want to. That's why I don't think it was a good idea for B2K to release something because you didn't win. If you won and they released a new song,
then you would have had so many people going up,
right? But you lost, and so no one's going to listen to that.
And that's why I said Pretty Ricky should have had
Ricky should have released a whole album, a whole like Blue Star Reloaded or something.
That would have been right. That would have been like
that would have been nice because I would have immediately downloaded it.
Their downloads would have went crazy.
Yeah.
Wale has not done a versus.
Yeah, who do you think Wale should go against?
That's great. I don't know because well, I'm not gonna say that online because I'll be forgetting, child. I don't know who Wale could go against.
What was you gonna say?
Baby, not that I thought that they were the same person. I didn't think this, but I didn't think they were the same person, but I just be getting, and I don't know if I get them mixed up, but it's because it's the East Coast or something like that, like Wale and Meek Mill. Like, I'm like, they're not the same person, but they're two like dark-skinned rappers from the East. And so
they're two different vibes.
They are. So it's not like I get them mixed up, but sometimes like I may forget about Wale. Like I actually really do like Wale.
Well, Wale do be kind of ducked off, right? Like Wale comes out every once in a while. He'll give us an album.
Yes.
And goes kind of back into hiding. So that makes sense.
So like, so that's I got confused because I'm like, well, this is why I got confused because I was like, oh, is he signed to Rick Ross? Then he started talking. I was like, oh no, that's Meek Mill signed to Rick Ross. Like I be forgetting.
I think they were both affiliated at least with Rick Ross at some point. I don't know. I don't know that much about all the music lore.
Or maybe they both were. And so I was like, oh, was they both his artists or something like that? So that's what I get confused about. Not like confused about. I get confused about like who was under. Yeah, or what? And then because he was talking about how he came out like when we were in high school and stuff like that. And DC really didn't have like a good scene. But then I was like, I don't know. I don't know about DC and their rap. I know Go-Go's up. So, but I was just like, well, I don't know how I heard about Wale, but I thought it was Rick Ross, child. But then they talking about Meek Mill son, and Meek Mill talking about somebody don't pay it, child. Now Rick Ross. I was like, baby, get me out the music conversation because I don't know.
Wale versus would have to be with somebody else who has some depth. Like, because Wale's music is kind of, it's like not like super deep, but it's deep. So I mean, like not it's
marriage. I can't get married. That's what he be saying. He be like, I never seen a marriage. I can't get married.
Yeah, Wale don't. It's so crazy too because I think Wale is such a good example of like how to be moody and Black and a man. Like Wale is like moody, like his music is moody, and even in interviews sometimes he's moody. And like he's like talked a lot about his like struggles with alcohol and depression, and so I think that Wale versus would need to be with somebody else who has a little bit of depth.
I think he'd be high in his interviews.
Probably, yeah.
Because I'm watching the interview and I was like, Wale is fine. I love me a good chocolate.
Wale is fine.
And he's like Nigerian, but
to the motherland.
He was like Kevin. He was in the interview with Kevin on stage, and Kevin on stage asked him a question, and he's like answering the question, and he's like, "Hold on, what? I forgot. What were you saying?" But he did it like multiple times. I'm like, is he high? Like, what's going on? Is he like? I don't know, but I don't also listen to interviews by him, so I'm not really familiar. But when I was like, oh, okay, like, oh, I was like, is he high? Is he not? But yeah, like you said, and that could be it. Like, he's so ducked off, I kind of forget about him. Like, I know him and I know some of his music. Like, actually, stick it out, work it out. Like, I used to be on a Wale thing, like, baby, poke it. Like, I love Wale's music, but I don't. And maybe that's why I don't want to say I get them mixed up, but like even Meek Mill, like he puts out his stuff and he's like,
yeah, but also I don't even know what Meek Mill has put out recently.
Well, yeah, I don't know either, but he hasn't put out that much either. He be quiet too, so that's why I'm like, sometimes I just be like,
but you know, Meek also went to the Slammer for a while. So
oh, he did.
Yeah, you don't remember when Meek Mill was in jail for forever?
Oh, that was a while ago when Beyonce was like, free Meek Mill.
Yeah.
That was like 2016, right? 17?
Yeah. But he was gone for a second.
Oh,
you know, while we was still, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was
all in the club.
You know about that as Damari? Y'all thought
I never have known the full verse, and I just
baby. I mean, on my deathbed, you just
but
say,
yeah, but that
hey,
one
sing dreams and nightmares.
I would be like, dreams. I can be your sweet dreams. Beautiful nightmare. Either way, they be like, that's not a song. Tattoo your name.
No, not Beyonce. Meek Mill.
Yeah, I was like, I'm out of here, baby. Just take me. I don't even know what to tell you. But oh yeah, and so that's why I was like, I don't know, but Wale has came out with another album. I don't know. Oh, J. Cole, Wale versus J. Cole.
You know, I would listen. I don't know if everybody would agree, like Wale and J. Cole, but I would definitely hear that.
Or Kendrick, because you were saying somebody I don't think J. Cole is moody, but I do think J. Cole has like substance to. Oh, you think J. Cole is moody?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't honestly listened to the recent album, but I think that he has like substance in what he says and what he talks about. And it could be, I feel like I listened to a couple of these albums and I do feel like it's really kind of personal. And that's probably why I can't listen.
And I think people would only disagree because they put Drake and like Kendrick and J. Cole in a different realm, which I don't think is really, I think that's problematic without putting Wale up there too. But I'm also probably not enough of a music head to really.
We should go to Wale fan club. Wale. His real name is Alamawe or something like that.
I know that. Shout out to the motherland again.
Shout out to my people. Yes, it's like Alama. I think he's Yoruba. I think he's in the Yoruba tribe. I do think he's Yoruba.
I will not speculate because I do not know.
No, well,
you have more of an understanding of that than I do. That's why I'm saying that.
Oh, well, I be looking at Wikipedia. I looked him up. Like I looked him up because I was like, I think he's Nigerian then, so that's why I looked him up. And then I read it. It was like Yoruba. Oh, you're talking about just knowing the tribes and stuff like that. Yeah.
Or just just overall knowledge of Nigeria.
Oh,
yeah.
Nigeria, Ghana. Yeah, out there like I know about Nigeria.
That girl be knowing about the continent.
I only know 2 things about Nigeria. Okay,
that's all I know about her.
Who?
The continent be knowing about you too.
No, because
the continent know about you.
Why was I watching BET Awards and I was like, oh, that's Tim's. I was like with Aaliyah and I was like, oh, Tim's. I was like, she's Nigerian or something like that.
I love
Tim. I was like, Tim's is Nigerian. I was like, did you know that? She's like, I don't know. And I was like, but I don't know where she's from.
I thought she was. Oh, is she Nigerian but from South Africa?
No. She's Nigerian.
I thought she's South African for some reason.
No, she's Nigerian. That's Tyler.
I know Tyler is.
No, but she lived in the UK for a little bit. Then she went to Nigeria. So then I was like, no. When she was talking, I said, I think she's from the UK. I was like, I think she's from the UK. And then later on the BET Awards, this man was singing or whatever, and she was like, "Do you know him?" I was like, "No, girl." She's like, "Well, you know everybody from what did you say? Nigeria." I said, "Oh, hold up now. I don't know everybody from Nigeria. Not too much."
Hold on, give me a second.
Okay. But Davido.
Davido. That's what I was about to ask. Davido and Burna Boy.
Yeah, they're from Nigeria.
Both of them. Yeah.
Yeah. They're from Nigeria. Tim's is from Nigeria. Wizkid.
Is he Nigerian too?
I don't know, but Tim's was on his album, so I do think he might be Nigerian.
Wizkid. Damn. Nigeria spits them out.
Yes, Afrobeat.
They're very influential. Yeah. Wizkid is also Nigerian.
From, and he was with Beyonce.
Yeah.
The brown skin girl.
Flavor? Is that his name?
Who?
Flavor.
I don't know who that is.
I think he's Afrobeats. No, not
that
Flavor.
Would be, I don't know if Versus would do that, but a Versus Africa, a Versus Afrobeats would be good.
I would listen.
Yeah, but I don't know how they would get them people. Like, I don't know how they would do that.
The same way they be in Atlanta, where everybody else be at.
Oh,
Davido,
don't
he live in
Atlanta? Who?
Davido.
Oh, I don't know, child. Well, let's not talk about him because he be in Ghana, Nigeria. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know where they live. Tim's could live in LA or whatever. But I think that would kind of be cool, like an Afrobeat. So like, because
he was born in Atlanta. He's Nigerian. Born in Atlanta, moved back to Nigeria.
Yes, that's what they be doing. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. He's got some U.S. roots. Yeah.
Okay.
Bring them all over to Atlanta. People know how to get on a plane.
No, they do. I was just saying, I'm saying I don't know who's over.
They should have done that for the World Cup. That would have been lit.
And Afrobeats.
And in Atlanta because they had a World Cup game there.
Yeah, that would have been cool. But then you would get all of it.
They have one there too.
Oh, they did have. I don't even have one.
Texas has a good population of African people.
And where?
Texas.
Oh yes, most definitely. That's why I try to stay away from there.
Girl, don't act like you don't love the diaspora. Okay. Anyways.
But I do think that I'm listening to more Caribbean music, so I think that would kind of be like a cool thing. Like, you said what?
You listen to soca music.
I love soca, but I actually have been thinking about it, so I do kind of want to learn French, and so I'm trying to listen to compa and I'm a piano. That's like South African music. I like a little bit of that. I do love my soca. I just follow another soca artist. So yeah, I'm in my Caribbean music kind of,
I wish I had more diverse music taste. I think I can listen to anything, but it is primarily American music, and I listen to mostly R&B.
Oh.
Now I will dibble and dabble. Sometimes there's country songs that I like, but it's like particular songs. I don't go just out into the country music trying to find a place to live. Not doing that.
Oh yeah, I went like, I was like, my thing to learn French, I was like, oh, maybe music can help me learn French. Like they say music.
Oh yeah,
That's kind of why I did that way. But I do, and I don't know if it's because, well, honestly, I learned about soca when we went to Trinidad. So I was like, I like soca. And then when I knew Afrobeats before I went to Ghana, but I'm like, okay, Afrobeats. So it's like, I feel like
before you went to Ghana.
Okay, ma'am. But I was like, okay, now I'm listening to it more. But even in grad school, actually, that's what I was thinking. Oh, I already went to Trinidad, so I already was listening. That I think that's when I got on my soca thing. And then I love Spice from Love and Hip Hop, so I would like listen to her music. In Jamaica and reggae music. I don't listen to too much reggae music. That's what I'm gonna say earlier. You know that Lauryn Hill has a baby by Marley?
Yeah.
I feel like you knew that. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I really think I forgot. I do think I remember, but then I think I forgot. But they were on the BT. They did a tribute.
I know. I heard about that today. I didn't know they did a Lauryn Hill tribute.
Yeah, yeah, and they were on there, and there was kids, and they was like, "Oh my gosh, your granddad!" Like, so they was like, "Your mama is Lauryn Hill, your granddaddy is Bob Marley." I was like, "That's
crazy."
I do remember that, but now this is nothing. I don't get the
royalty.
Do be getting mixed up. Like Erykah Badu and Lauryn Hill, they just be. I don't get them mixed up.
You don't get them mixed up, okay?
But they're kind of like the same person to me. But then I was like, "Oh no, Erykah Badu had the baby by Big Boy or something like that."
Andre 3000.
Oh. Andre 3000. See, that's what I'm saying. the boys. I don't know, but I was like, oh, this is Lauryn Hill, because only thing I be hearing, like, I know Lauryn Hill's music, and they're like, she did one album, but I did not know she was
She
in the
did,
ref.
and it was the best ever.
And they was like, that's all. She's like, that's all I'm gonna give him. I didn't know she was a part of the
Fugees.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but I think I learned it later on. But yeah, it's just because like they have the same like neo soul thing, and that's what I don't like about BET Awards. They need to put how y'all gonna shout out Lauryn Hill and not have a neo soul category.
Yeah, people are still making neo soul music. That is true.
And I do love it. I love me a good neo soul, NDI, baby. That so they're all in the same category to me. So it's not that I think that they're the same person, but I be forgetting because they be.
I do kind of wish that we still had like people still tuned into like 106 and Parks and stuff like that, because you had like you would hear Sunshine Anderson, you would hear Lauryn Hill, you would hear all of these, and you would hear Pretty Ricky, and you would hear Bow Wow, and you would hear like you could hear all kinds of Black music in one place on so it wasn't like favored for Drake, to be popular among Black music. It would be a whole host of people popular with Drake, like culturally at least. Maybe people don't always make it through to the pop charts, but at least culturally it would be, you knew who was, like up and coming, and people still had to do their and like I was so happy to see that Cardi B performed for the BET Awards. Like people get big, at some point people get bigger than the BET Awards.
Oh, I'm not surprised that she performed, but
no, I was like, I'm glad. Did I say surprised?
Well, no, that she. Yeah, well, yeah. You were saying. I guess I was just like, okay. I was like, I wasn't surprised. I thought like I wasn't surprised that she performed because she just came off of tour. So that's why I'm like, I'm not surprised that she did it. But I can see what you're saying, and
I'm glad that Cardi B, being as big as she is, still performed at the BET Awards, because I feel like sometimes people get to a point where they're bigger than
Chris Brown,
the BET Awards. Well, I don't know if the BET Awards would let Chris Brown.
I was wondering that too.
I don't know if it's that is why Chris Brown don't perform for the BET Awards.
I'm like,
but I don't know.
Chris Brown has never, and Chris Brown, but they be having him on the they be giving him awards though, so I don't know why they wouldn't let him perform.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I mean, I know what would be
like
wouldn't let him perform, but yeah.
I mean, I know that, but I'm saying that if it was that strict, then they wouldn't even have to. Yeah. That's what I would think. Now I could be wrong. Right. I don't know, but yeah. So yeah, but she didn't win. Somebody else won. So I was like, what the freak? I don't even know. But yeah, I do think that, and I was thinking about that too. I was like, I think I'm just. I don't really hate the grown word, but I was like, maybe I'm just like, oh, I like different music, so I'm like, oh, let me. And also I listen to Jessie Wood, like, so I like Caribbean music, like I like music that's like fun, like I'm gonna get up, I'm dancing, so that's the type of music I like, and that's why I
do. Yeah.
So what?
It's like light.
Yeah, and so I think that's why, because like the bouillon is the fun. Is I don't know what they're saying, but it's like fun. It's cute. It's boom, like let's go. So I think I like that music, and so that's kind of what I'm gearing towards. And then also, to be quite honest, it's new to me, so I'm listening to all stuff. But like, it's kind of like the songs, the R&B songs like that we get now don't really be hitting that much. Like, I think that could be it too. And like you're saying, like the Lauryn Hills, the Erykah Badu and stuff like that was long. I do like that music. Now we don't really get like. I mean, I'm sorry. I listened to Lotto's and I was like, it's okay. Like I listened to somebody.
I didn't even listen to Lotto's new album. I'm really like less. I don't want to say that. I like Lotto's music, but I'm not like a Lotto fan. I don't think.
Oh,
I was at one point. I really liked Lotto's music, but I think now it's just like, okay, girl, give me something else, because
I like her music, but I do like her music, but I do think she gave something else, and I don't think I liked the album. It was all
like what else she gave. I need
her to go back to a Big Mama No Kids. This was like, and I get it, like this was about like her having a baby, a mom, and it's like in a new era kind of whatever. Yeah. She was talking about it, and I was just like, I don't know what I'm getting. Like I don't understand. Like it wasn't given like, like she'd be like real hard, like the Glorilla, like that was the popular song, but the rest of the songs wasn't like her spitting hard like Glorilla, like with the Glorilla song. So I don't know. And then I listened to somebody else, like I tried to listen to Sierra's album. I said, you know what?
Sierra had an album?
Well, last year, but like I'm just going off of like albums that I'm trying to listen. I'm like, I don't think I am an album girl, because I try to listen to albums. Even Drake, they said it was good, but he got 3 albums. I don't have time.
I don't have time.
J. Cole,
Yeah.
I tried to listen to J. Cole's album, but I feel like it was a little too deep for me. I'm like, I'm confused because I don't
I
even know
need
what.
a good single that gets me to listen to your album. I'm
Yeah,
not. It's hard for me. Like I did for. I think the last album that I really cared about listening to all the way through was Cowboy Carter, and the reason was because I like country. Like I like the sound of country music, and so I was interested in how she blended it. So I listened to the entire album. I didn't listen to all of this. Is probably like I didn't listen to all of Renaissance. I listened partially to Renaissance, and so I don't think I'm an album girly either. I find specific albums that I like, and I'll play it all the way through if I like the whole thing. I did that with Cowboy Carter. I played Cowboy Carter probably till the cows came home, but
and I didn't play Cowboy Carter.
and I played also GNX. I tried to play GNX all the way through. Didn't listen to it all. But I did listen to SOS, all of SOS. I will listen to that album from top to bottom.
Oh, and
I didn't albums I like.
I didn't listen to. I guess Lizzo had another album come out.
Definitely did not listen to the Lizzo album.
I didn't, but I didn't listen to Lizzo's.
Oh, she had like an EP, right? Like a mixtape or something. I was gonna say
I did listen to her mixtape. Now her mixtape was good. I don't know about this new album. Maybe I should listen to it. But they was like, "Girl, why would you call it this? It's called BITCH. That's what the album is called." I should maybe listen to that, but I haven't. Well, it just came out. It just came out this June 5th.
So okay. I usually don't listen to anybody's album that early anyway.
Oh, really?
I wait for the hype to die down usually.
Oh, okay. But she did have an EP. And that was like,
I do remember that.
I listened to that and that one was good. I was rapping all the song. Yeah. That was when she was like, I've been skinny, I've been big, I've been skinny. I was like, yeah, never. And then she
remixed to Pluto.
Oh, yes. Uh-huh. So I listened to that. Like I liked her EP, but I'm like, I haven't really found like an album. That's why I was like, Alicia, girl, you need to get into the booth.
Get into the booth because you can't find an album you like, so make it.
A period. Because I could get something to the girls.
Okay, get some to the girls. Get in the booth because people are getting tired to spend that, and that's supposed to be the summer album and summer song. So
I know. I was like, I could get something.
The waiting.
The girls is waiting. The girls is ready to eat. And then also, I think I'm having mixed feelings about the summer, about the Spin That song. I'm having mixed feelings.
They said the Spin That was planted by the CIA.
Yes, they was like, this girl gonna do a video of her.
Yeah, you sent it.
I told you, yes. Yeah. Why would you do that? But then also somebody was like, on the other hand, like it gets really, I don't want to say it gets really political, but they were like, why is this song so popular? Like it's talking about scamming and doing this. Like this is not good for the community and stuff like that. Like we're talking about scamming and boosting and stuff like that. Like that's not good. When you hear the song, I know what boosting is, but like I don't think to go and do this stuff. I think it's just funny.
Right.
But
nothing in my brain says when Spin That comes on, like go boost.
But then when you
also I'm not that impressive
to do it.
So. Yeah,
you see, it's like crazy. But my only thing is, they're like, "Oh, this isn't good for the women." They were saying something about women having songs like, "Why are we hyping this woman up for this song?" Da 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 da. But then I'm like, "Do you talk about men when they be like F that B? Right. When they be over here killing people? When they be over here talking about gangs and when they be talking about drug deals and stuff like that?"
And honestly, there was a thing that I reshared on Instagram or something that was like, "Spin That is a like a critique of capitalist society, essentially." And it's like you could that's what art is art, right? Because you can look at it in multiple forms and come up to whatever meanings that you can from it. But you could also see that as like things are so unaffordable that I do deserve luxury. And so if I got to find somebody that scams who got some money to get me the luxury stuff that I want, so be it. If I got to boost and steal stuff from dealers in order to sell to these people so I can make a living for myself because there's no way to make a decent living in this current economy, so be it. Like, so I don't like, of course I'm not saying go boost. You know what I'm saying? Because you can go to jail. I don't want Black people in jail. But like, I don't necessarily.
It depends on the way you look at it. It's like,
yeah, you can look at it multiple ways, essentially.
But I seen something today and I was like, this is where I was like, this is crazy because somebody was like, how do I say it? They was like black people, like I don't know. They say like black people don't hold black people accountable because they was like Carisha. They was like we're listening to her song Carisha. Yes, yeah, Miami. Like they was like you're supporting someone who supports someone in jail who wrote something a letter to somebody that has gave harm to the community, someone who's up there saying this and this, like they just like
I
read
think that's fair. Yeah,
they like read. I was like, oh, that is true. Like it was like they did this, they did that. Oh, and then something about like saying that if her kid was GAY that she would like beat him or something like that.
Yeah. She did say that.
Oh yeah, that's
and then to be hanging out with gay men all the time, like why would you say that?
And then
I think sometimes she's just a bird brain. Like she's just
you
not
best friends with Saucy Santana, and I didn't know she said that, but they was like, yeah, she wrote this. She defended
the predator.
And I was like, oh snaps! But then I'm like, again, this is like I'm not sticking up for Carisha or Young Miami, but at the end of the day, why do we have to hold this black woman to a standard of not supporting her when we have all these men that are doing the same thing and the same, they supporting our they
be the predators.
They not letting it ride for R. Kelly for like they do it all the same too. So as you're saying, like, oh, don't support her and what she does, which I can understand. We don't have the same critique for everybody else because every time I hear now one person I don't listen to is Tory Lanez. They have
no, and I don't think care. That's the issue. Is also people act like they cared about Tory Lanez so much. None of Tory Lanez music is good enough for me to listen to still.
He do got one song, but it's okay because I forgot it. He do got one song that I'm like, okay, that's good.
I'm sure he has songs that are decent and that, especially like when we were in college, that were popular. Yeah. But like, not enough that I felt heartbreak having to cut out his music.
But they are playing him on the radio right now and he's in jail. I'm like, I'm not listening to Tory Lanez. Yeah, they're playing a Tory Lanez song.
What song?
96.5. I don't know because I keep cutting it off. So it's like, I hear Tory Lanez. I'm like, I'm not listening to that. So it's like he's I think he's like feature or something like that. But also, we're gonna get to the next part. Let me just not forget about the creature part. They was like, what if her publicist can, because they're like, we don't hold people to not a standard, but like we don't cancel people to what it is. Because I don't know if she was canceled before or whatever. Like she's trying, and also she's trying to figure out her life because she do got to get money, whatever. But they was like, all you have to do is put out a popular song, and you have the community again. Because when she stepped up on BET Awards, she didn't even perform. They were singing her song and it was a cappella. She walked in and they started saying, where am I boosting, scamming? They were singing the song. She had to be like, okay, y'all, so the award is like,
I actually have a job here.
Yeah, like they were singing the song and I was like, that's so crazy. But I'm like, that's what it is, like, oh, just do a song and then we'll be good to go and we'll like follow her. And so I'm like, I do like the song is very catchy. They are doing it, but I'm also not thinking, I don't want to say not thinking too deep about it. I don't scam and I don't boost. So I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I'm not the target audience for this.
So I'm not going to do that. But then you see people do that and it's like, oh, this song really may not be good for the culture. In the times that we're saying now, like, why would you go and do that? We don't want y'all in jail. They are often black people. Like, there's so many different conversations we can have about that. But then I also think of like, okay, what you telling Young Thug? What you telling them other dudes that are, oh, F that B did it, like, so it's okay to be disrespectful to black women in music or women in general in music.
Right.
You got this girl for having a catchy, fun song. Because I mean, granted, it's fun. I don't think people like now. Granted, I don't know everybody, but I don't think people are like, oh, let me go scam because Carisha did the.
Told me to.
Like, yeah, I don't. And that's the issue. Like, if you are listening to what Carisha is telling you to do,
that's another.
That's the issue.
Yeah,
we live,
and I think that is also being lost totally different lives because my mom would be like, so let me understand what you said. You was listening to a song and the song told you to go steal, and so you went to go steal. Like, all right, so since you don't know how to think for yourself,
okay,
like, you know what I'm saying, like, people aren't challenged when they don't think for themselves.
They're not critically thinking.
Instead, we want people not to put out any type of controversial music or art or anything like that because people are impressionable. Sure, but also there's like a part of this where we teach people to think for themselves.
And like what they say, like, if your friend jump off the river or the
You gonna
river,
go jump with him? Yeah.
we've already learned that. So yeah,
A long
also
time ago.
like no, I'm not about to go. Like Carisha don't gotta go to jail. Our Carisha ain't in jail. She's singing at the end of the day. She's singing a song and it's entertainment. I think that's what we're missing too. You stealing is not entertainment. You stealing is you going to jail.
You going to jail, baby.
Like that's what it is.
It's not entertaining.
It's two different things. So that's what I think about that. But
I'd hate to see people who actually with people that's stealing, because I know people that steal, and I would be like, well, you go do your business, do what you. I'm not going to outright tell on you. You go do what you're doing, but baby, I won't be with you. When we walk out that store, you be walking out alone.
Walking out alone.
If they pick us up, honey, I'm gonna let them know what you was doing and what I was doing, baby. I got receipts for the stuff that I paid for.
I'm like, baby,
and if you don't got a receipt, that don't got nothing to do
with me
because I didn't tell you to go in and steal.
Make sure I'm not in the driver's seat because they're not about to say I was the getaway. Nothing.
I wasn't.
I'm in the passenger seat. Passenger princess.
I don't even know that lady. How about that? How about you look through my bag and see what I got and match it to my receipt? And I don't know what this person's gonna do.
I'm like, oh, I thought she was my Lyft driver. I just got a Lyft. I scheduled a Lyft. I thought she was my Lyft driver. That's what I would be.
No getaway car, girl. I'm not going to be messing with people that don't know how to keep their hands to themselves in the store.
No, thank you.
Not you meet me afterwards. You got to do your boosting. I ain't mad at you for boosting. Do what you got to do.
But over here,
I ain't doing it with you because I'm.
But you know what's crazy is that they had a movie come out called Boosters. I thought that was so funny. I love Boosters.
Oh really?
Oh yeah,
I did hear about that. I love Boosters. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was coming out at like the same time. Well, I don't want to say the same time. I think it was in May, but now it's not even the freaking movie theaters no more. I'm so salty.
But it's also illegal to buy from the Boosters.
Oh.
Buying stolen property is illegal.
Is illegal.
Illegal, yeah.
But how would they know it's stolen?
Well, because if they can prove that the people stole it, then they know it's stolen.
No, but I'm saying the person that buy it don't know that it's stolen. Oh, you don't think
all the times do people know that what they're buying is stolen? No.
Yeah.
Sometimes people do buy from boosters knowing they're a booster.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know child. I don't know.
I do know, and I do know that people buy from boosters knowing that they're boosters because then you get the stuff cheaper.
Well, no, I understand
right?
that.
Again, this critique capitalism.
Yeah, I understand that, but yeah, I didn't know. I'm like, oh, if I come, like, oh, can I buy this from you? I mean, I guess because it's like, why wouldn't I just go to the store and buy it? I could think about that,
right? But people literally buy from boosters that you know are boosters.
Oh no, I know what you're saying. I'm saying that I don't know boosters, so I guess what I'm saying is like, if I'm like, oh, I should buy it from you, I guess maybe I should think that is a booster because why wouldn't I just buy it from the store?
That's store,
yeah. And then I just thought about that. I was like. My friends and I would shelter, but I was like, I've never seen nobody with the ankle monitor on. I've never seen nobody. No, I never have until I was driving down the street on this street in Kentucky, and people was getting off the bus, and there was people and they had ankle monitors. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I never seen nobody with an ankle monitor.
Oh yeah.
And my friend called me privileged. I was like, oh, that's rude. I'm not privileged. She's like, yes, because you've never seen anybody with an ankle monitor. I was like,
yeah, I've seen plenty of people with ankle monitors on.
Is that? I don't know if that's
kids.
Kids?
Yeah, like young people on house arrest.
Let me not say anything because I didn't know that young people could be on house arrest. I didn't know kids could be on house arrest.
What? I think so, yeah, I remember people having ankle monitors as kids.
But how don't it like
maybe, but like kids, nonetheless. I don't think you have to be 18 years old to be on house arrest.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm confused. I'm about the ankle monitor on house arrest, but how are you walking around if you're on house arrest?
You can go to school.
Oh, okay. Well, these people wasn't
like if you like sometimes if you're on house arrest, there are permitted places you can go. Like you can go to
But doesn't your thing your thing just monitors where you go?
Right. And as soon as you're not where you're supposed to be, it goes off. Like it your probation officer, parole officer, whoever, it pings your DJJ officer. It pings whoever you're not like that you're not where you're supposed to be. And either they can let you keep going where you're not supposed to be and then rack it up, and then when you go to court, you'll have a violation and you can go to jail, or immediately they'll come pick you up from where you are.
Oh, okay. That's what I was wondering, because when I hear house arrest, I thought you have to stay in the house. That's what I thought. And you have the monitor because you can't take it off.
No.
Does that not sound like dehumanizing to you? The house?
Yes.
Okay. I'm like, what?
In my
And
opinion, the entire carceral state is pretty dehumanizing, but
yeah, but I'm just like, what? Like, I don't know. And that's what, and yeah, I've never seen any kids. I've never seen kids with a ankle
ankle
monitor.
bracelet. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that. Also, I went to school. I went to school somewhere else, but no, I never seen that. And where I went, people wasn't really going to jail.
They weren't in trouble.
Yeah, they weren't getting in trouble. Like they would get in fights and stuff like that, but we had the police.
Right.
I honestly don't even. Let me quit talking because I don't even know where. I honestly don't even know where the jail is at. Like, of course, there has to be a jail, but I don't know where the jail is at where I'm from. Like, I never seen the jail, so I don't know if it's like a county thing.
I might know where the jail is at. Where I don't know if I've been to the jail there. I've been to the jail and surrounding where you are. Jails surrounding where you are, but I don't know if we're from. But like, I don't know, or at least in high school. But I don't know if I've been to the courthouse there millions of times, but not.
Oh yeah, and I know where the courthouse was. I was actually doing. I tried to do teen court in high school. Yeah, so I know where the courthouse is, but I never seen the jail, and so no, I never seen anybody on house arrest. So when I seen it, I was like, of course I know what an ankle monitor is, and I know about house arrest, but I was like, no, I never seen that. I was like, that is so crazy. But I also thought that you couldn't leave your house. Like I thought that was the point of house arrest. Like you had to be like in your house.
Well, sometimes people can like you said, like I said, go to work.
They got and stuff like that. And so it just monitors you like where you're at and stuff like that. Yeah. That is crazy though. I mean, that's crazy that it's just interesting. And I guess it depends on what you did because either you get a house arrest or you like go to jail. That is very interesting. This took a turn in conversation.
A whole different conversation. That's why I can't be on the podcast.
You said, oh, because we're gonna have it, but
that's why Alicia won't hire me as a host.
Because you're gonna be on there tomorrow, though. I need to give you the information. Yes, no, you're always welcome, child. I'm clearly not a good person, not a good podcast host person. Because the last time I went live was the Versus, was 2 months ago.
The Tyrese and Tank.
Yes, Tyrese and Tank. That's the last time I went live. I have not went live in forever. So thanks for coming back again. Yeah, I'm in the lounge. I don't even really be in the lounge for real. So I had to come back with this one. But if y'all listen to this, make sure y'all like it, make sure y'all comment. I haven't been live in so long. I really had to zhuzh up what was going on. So yeah.
Zhuzh it up then.
Zhuzh it up. Yes, make it real. Okay, make it real for the live. But stay on after. But thank y'all so much for watching, listening to this. If you're part of the replay, let me know your thoughts about the BET Awards and B2K versus Pretty Ricky. If I should go live again, let's do this. Maybe I should do this. Is like this is Black Music Month. I don't know in July. I don't know what July is known for. I can't think of anything right now. But maybe you said what?
My mama's birthday is in July.
Oh yes, Cancer season. Yeah. This was like Black Music Month, but I was like, it was so much going on, Black Music Month and stuff like that.
It was a lot going on.
Yeah, Juneteenth and all that. So, but I'm like, if there's something in July, maybe I could do like a end of the month something or whatever. Come back to hang out with my lounger.
Maybe there'll be another Versus.
Oh yeah, maybe there'll be another Versus. That'll be fun. But if you don't see me on here, make sure you check me out on Black Girls Den Podcast. I'm over there all the time. So thank y'all so much for listening, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.